Hello everyone, welcome to my first YouTube class. My name is Sheila Shitu and I am a fashion designer and a pattern maker in Kano State. And our topic for today's tutorial, being my first class, is how to construct a basic bodice pattern. I'll be using the body measurement of back 8, bust 32, waist 26, and blouse length to be 22 inches. I'll be using my pattern tools, my pattern scissors, measurement, measuring tape, and of course my pattern paper. So let's get started. I'm going to be drafting my guideline. I'm going to be coming down like 1 inch on the vertical and horizontal line. So I have to have a straight line. So I'm just going to repeat those measurements right on the vertical and horizontal axis to have a straight line for my guideline, just like a plan. So that's what I'm trying to do. You can see I'm drafting that, having a straight line both on the horizontal and vertical axis. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel Sheila Shitu for more tutorials and content. So I'll be taking my vertical measurement, which is from my shoulder to my chest line. My shoulder to my chest line is 8 inches. I'm going to mark that shoulder to my chest line, 8 inches, and move to my waistline, which is my half length. My shoulder to my waistline is 16 inches. Shoulder to my waistline is 16 inches. I'm going to mark that on my waistline, 16 inches. And shoulder to my blouse length is 22 inches, but for the sake of this pattern that I'm working with, it's not up to 22, so I'll be reducing it to 20 inches for my blouse length. So my blouse length is now 20 inches. So I'm just trying to repeat those lines like 3 places, so I have to have a straight line and to be more prominent. So I'm just gonna repeat those in 3 places to construct a straight line. You can see well drafted my guideline, my chest line, my waistline, of course my blouse length, all drafted out. So I'm going to be having my back measurement of 7.5 inches. I added half inch to make it 8 inches right on my guideline. I'm repeating those lines in 3 places to meet with my chest line to have a straight line. Where is the point of intersection? You can see the intersected, we have vertical and horizontal line right on my chest line. So I have a straight line. This is going to later form my armhole area. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel Sheila Shitu, like, share and subscribe. So on my guideline, which is my back measurement, which is 8, I'm going to be having my neck width of 3.5 inches. I've marked that. So I'm going to come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slant. And see, I'm going to connect those lines to meet with my neck width to form my shoulder. You can see I'm trying to form my shoulder. That's my shoulder. So I'm going to take the remaining measurements right after my shoulder slant. I have 7 inches left. 7 inches left. I'm trying to check out my chest area. So I'm going to divide this remaining 7 inches into half to get my midpoint, which is 3.5 inches. You can see I marked that. That's the midpoint of half of 7 inches is 3.5 inches. I'm going to mark that to show my midpoint. I'm going to go outward by half inch right on the midpoint. I'm trying to carve. At the point of intersection, I went up by 1 inch. I'm trying to carve out my armhole area for my front panel. So I'm just going to connect those lines from my shoulder slant to my midpoint of coming out by half inch down to the point of intersection with my armhole curve. Doing that with my armhole curve, which is my pattern tool. You can see this. I'm going to also curve out my back armhole. You can see I'm trying to cover my back, maintaining the precise line. I'm not going to go in by the half inch. So I marked my bust measurement. 32 divided by 4 is 8, and I added 2 inch seam allowance, making 10 inches for my bust. Then moving down to my waistline, my waist is 26 inches. 26 divided by 4, which is 6.5 inches. I marked that 6.5 inches on my waistline. I'm going to be adding 2 inch seam allowance. 1 inch will serve for my darts allowance, and the other 1 inch is for my seam allowance. You can see that, making 8.5 inches. Then I move to my blouse length. I'll be using my bust measurement to construct my blouse width. 32 divided by 4, which is 8. I'll mark that, but I'll be adding more allowances. I want it to be free at that area. So after that, I added 4 inches allowance to it to have more space there. I want it to have like fish-like shape right at the bottom. So I'm just going to connect those lines together to bring out the shape of my bodice. From my bust to my waist, I'm trying to connect those lines together. You can see that. And down to my bottom, which is my blouse length. See, I'm marking those lines. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more tutorials and content coming up. And I'm going to draft out my neck depth. I'm coming down by 3 inches. I'm just going to connect the neck depth to the neck width, forming my neck area with my pattern tool. So I'm just going to do that. You can see, trying to form my front panel neck line. At the same time, I'm going to be constructing my back panel neck depth. I'm coming down by 1.5 inch and connect it to my neck width. The neck width for the front and back panel is always the same thing. You can only manipulate the neck depth, so you maintain the neck width, but the neck depth can be manipulated the way you want it. So that's for my neck panel for both front and back panel. So I'm going to be drafting that area. I'll be using my nipple to nipple measurements, and my nipple to nipple is 7 inches. 7 inches divided by 2, because our fabric is always on fold, which is 3.5. So I'm marking 3.5 inches all the way up to the chest area, from the bottom of the cloth to the chest area. So I'm just going to have a straight line of the nipple to nipple measurement, which is 3.5 inches. I have a straight line already. You can see that I'm trying to draft my dart. So on the waistline, you go on the left and right and go out by ½ inch on both left and right, ½ inch left and right, and connect those lines to meet with the dart area, which is the nipple to nipple, on the bottom of your clothes, of your pattern. Draft it to connect with the ½ inch on both left and right. You do the same thing on the chest line. Connect that area, which is nipple to nipple, to connect with the left and right ½ inch on your waistline, forming like a triangle shape. You can see it's like a triangle shape, the dart shape. That is how it should be. Connect those lines together to have your dart shape. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more tutorials at Sheila Shitu. I'm on Facebook, Seal with Sheila. My Facebook group is Seal with Sheila. So I'm trying to have a shape at the bottom of my pattern. I don't want to see this sharp edge, so I'm trying to make it more prominent by giving it the desired shape that I want right there. I don't want to see this sharp edge. I don't want it pointed this way, so I'm just trying to shape it. Probably I'll be using my pattern tool to shape that. You can see, just shape it. You can go up by ½ inch or 1 inch, so just like so. Just give it the desired shape that you want, eradicating the pointed parts. So that's what I'm just trying to do right there. Don't forget to subscribe on my Facebook page, Seal with Sheila, my Instagram, Seal with Sheila, and of course on my YouTube channel, Sheila Shitu. Subscribe, like, comment, and share, and subscribe. Click on the notification bell so as to always notified when I upload a new tutorial. So I'm just going to cut it out with my pattern scissors. I'm cutting on the back panel first. Yes, back panel first, because you are going to be using this panel to cut out on your fabric, both front and back. So you have to cut on the back panel first. Cut on your shoulder slants, cut it out, then down to your armhole, your back armhole precisely, not the front armhole. Cut on the back armhole first. When you want to cut on your fabric, you trim out the front armhole and use it to cut out on your fabric. That's what we are trying to do. We are doing 2-in-1 pattern here. So move to your chest line, down to your waistline, and to your bottom, to the length of your blouse. Cut it out following the shape that you drafted out. Subscribe. Thanks for watching my tutorials. I really appreciate your patience and your kind gesture. I look forward to seeing you subscribe to my channel, Sheila Shitu. On every social media, Sheila Shitu. Thank you. So this is it. We have our front and back panel together. So I'll be cut. You can see I've boldly written it, back and front panel. So on your fabric, you have to fold your fabric on fold, as our pattern is not on fold, but on your fabric you have to fold it. So I'm cutting on the back neck panel alone, not the front neck, back neck. So later when you want to cut your front, you have to cut your, so on the guideline I will use that as my zip allowance for my back panel. You can see that's my zip allowance. So if you want to cut on your fabric, you have to fold the zip area, fold it inward to use it for your front panel. Thank you for watching my tutorials and look forward to seeing more of you, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Till I see you next.